All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And salutations to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And I'm going to jump straight into this video. Just a heads up, this is going to be a long video because I got a lot of scriptures lined up. I want to take my time and do this, all right? Got a couple videos lined up. But that being said, I'm going to jump straight into it, all right? I'm going to start off by bringing out Mark 13 and 32. This is Mark 13 and 32. It says, But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. And that's talking about when Yahweh Shai is going to come back with the angels to take this kingdom down, to take down Esau, right? The changing of kingdoms, right? All right. It says not even Yahweh Shai knows that time. Yahweh knows. There's a certain time, when he's going to come back. All right. But that we already know that. But the main point that I wanted to pull out, and that's what I'm going to title this video, is watch and pray. Is this verse 33? I'm gonna start to read that over, and the main point is in 33. This breaks itself down, because like I said, you guys know these scriptures. I just wanted to bring this point out. But anyway, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. All right, because he's going to come back as a thief in the night. All right. And like I said, that's what I'm going to title this video, Watch and Pray, because we are the watchmen. We should be watching as well as praying, all right? Praying for what? Praying for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, praying for strength, praying for the brotherhood, praying for the Lord to destroy this place. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get this one here too, and then I'll jump into the videos, all right? Then I'll jump back into the scriptures. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 34. It says, And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with suffretin. And suffretin, because I'm pretty sure you don't know what it means to suffret. So I got the definition for you from the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. It says suffret, an overabundant supply, excess, an intemperate or immoderate indulgence in something, such as food or drink, so gluttony, disgust caused by excess. Okay, so it's not a good thing, all right? So let's get back to Luke. It says, Luke 21 and 34, And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with suffretin, meaning your minds, be worrying too much, and drunkenness and cares of the life of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. So it's telling you not to, you take heed, watch and pray, give diligence. You have to, of course, worry about the cares of this life because we're in the flesh still. So you have to worry about your bills. You have to worry about, working. You have to worry about things like that. And also you can drink, but you can't be drunk. That's why it says suffret. Don't overdo it. It's a balance. Okay. That's also why I got, I think I had one more. Balance, because everything is balanced. The Lord hates a false balance, right? This is Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight, all right? Because everything has to be balanced. Going back to suffret. It says that, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with suffretin, worrying too much, and drunkenness, and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. What day? Like I said, when Yahweh Shai returns, right? To take this man down, all right? Salakia. Let me go back. The Salakia. It says, verse 35, For as a snare shall it come on all that dwell on the face of the whole earth. So no one's going to escape this judgment, man. It doesn't matter if all the four winds of the earth, the four corners of the earth is going to, catch out, man. All right, ain't nobody gonna escape. The whole world is gonna have to acknowledge that RFID microchip, man. All right. But anyway, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. All right, because judgment, we all gotta be judged. Okay, but like he said, all these things must come to pass, because he said, well, not one jot, not one tittle shall pass from the law. From no wise shall pass from the law. Okay, so everything has to be fulfilled, including Jacob's trouble, which hasn't come upon us yet. All right, but we in them times, man. That's why you should be watching and praying. Okay, but enough of that. Let's get because that's what this is about, watching and praying. This is just over this last weekend, from Friday, Saturday, Friday. I'll say to today's Monday. Today's the 6th. All right. But Slock it. Today is Monday, August 6th. Okay, 2018. But like I said, I'm entitled this "Watch and Pray," and this is crazy, man. This is a everyday occurrence in Chicago. I don't know what the hell is going on with Jake down there, man. They wilding out, man. But I just wanted to show you guys this right quick. I just typed in Chicago shootings this weekend, and this is from this weekend. Chicago shootings in one Sunday: 44 shot, 5 fatally. It says 10 killed, 53 wounded in Chicago weekend shootings. 74 people shot, 11 fatally in Chicago over the weekend. In less than 7 hours, 40 shot. Like, what the hell? We at them times, man. The Lord is bringing mass death upon these people, man. His judgment, man. We in them times, man. We in them times. But that's not what the video is about. I just wanted to show you guys that, because I was bugged out, man. I don't know what. I know they call it Chirac, but damn, man. There's a lot of people being shot and being killed down there, man. But anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video, right? Let's get to what's really popping in the world. Jake is always killing themselves. We're not worried about that. Let's let this ad.
Fighting against US.
And this is off of RT. This is like maybe, I think, when did they publish this? This is 2 days. Actually, this is today. This is from today, August 6th. All right. So let's see. It says, just business. EU blocking U.S. sanctions against Iran to protect European companies. So let's jump into what's going on in the news, man. Because like I said, we in them times, man.
Sanctions that target Iran being imposed after President Donald Trump scrapped the nuclear deal with Tehran. The deadline for the European Union is fighting against US sanctions that target Iran being imposed after President Donald Trump scrapped the nuclear deal with Tehran. As the deadline for the first round of punitive measures does approach, the EU is enforcing special legislation in a bid to protect its businesses working with Iran. So let's get more details now from our Berlin correspondent, Peter Oliver. Good afternoon again, Peter. Look, we do know, don't we, that the US and the EU are long-standing allies. So many people are asking, well, why are they so out of sync with each other on this issue?
Well, this particular issue over the US's decision to pull out of the Iran nuclear deal has been the thorniest of issues between Brussels and Washington. We heard an almost tearful Federica Mogherini when she was describing her, how much she didn't agree with what Donald Trump had to do when the decision was made earlier this year. She said it had been the result of years and years of diplomatic work to get to this point, and Donald Trump had, dismissed it all away. So what we are going to see is on Tuesday, the first round of US sanctions against Iran will start to come back into play. Now, these will revolve around restrictions on dealing with the US dollar. Also, restrictions on dealings on the metals markets, the global metals markets, including precious metals. Well, this has resulted in a statement from the High Representative for European Foreign Affairs, Federica Mogherini, backed up by the foreign ministers of the United Kingdom, Germany and France, and they've given a resounding no to the US decision.
You heard that? So the allies don't have the US's back. Okay, they want to put, they are. They not want to put, they are. Trump is going to put heavier sanctions on Iran. but he does not have the support from his allies, okay? And that's straight from the scriptures, man. They're going to hate the whore. They're turning on the whore. Like I said, that's the times that we're in, man.
If a resounding
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to give that green light, man. It says no one knows, not even the angels, like I read, knows the time, but we're supposed to, as watchmen, you watch. Measure the time diligently, okay? And that's what we're doing. And we in them times, man.
no to the US decision.
Salaka, let me run that back a little bit.
Ministers of the United Kingdom, Representative for European Foreign Affairs Federica Mogherini, backed up by the foreign ministers of the United Kingdom, Germany and France, and they've give a resounding no to the US decision.
The United Kingdom, Germany, and France, they all said no. They're not backing America with putting sanctions against Iran.
We are determined to protect European economic operators engaged in legitimate business with Iran. This is why the European Union's updated blocking statute enters into force on the 7th of August to protect EU companies doing legitimate business with Iran from the impact.
See, money. It's all about money. They still wanna benefit off of Iran, because Iran is what controls the oil, man. Okay, it's about oil and money. But the federal banking system, that's what really the world is about, man. That's what's really going on, if you in the know. Territories aren't really, people ain't, everything is taken over. Everything's occupied. It's not like back in the day when, what I'm saying, no one was, we came over here and, so-called Christopher Columbus, which is a lie, came and discovered them. Ain't nobody discovering nothing. Everything's already been discovered. Everything's been, staked out. Everybody put their stake down, okay? Now it's about resources. The resources are limited, okay? So it's about the money, the banking, which the Rothschilds control, the federal banking system, and oil. That's what World War I was about. That's what World War II was about. Realistically, it was about oil. They always wanted to control the oil come out of the Middle East, okay? And Iran is who are the Iranians, who are the Persians, or play a key role in that, man. And Iran is in cahoots with Russia and China. Russia and China are allies with Iran, man. So America can't just mess with Iran, man. Iran Iran is tied to Afghanistan, or all of them, man. All of them. Iran is the big, like how America is for the so-called Edomites, and Russia's for the Edomites, and China's for the Chinese. Iran is the big brother of the Arabs, man. That's the big boy. They're the America of the Arabs, man. Okay? So you got to be careful. The Persians ain't to be messed with, man. They ruled at one point. Go do your research.
Of U.S. extraterritorial sanctions.
So what is the blocking statute? Well, it's a piece of legislation. It was first drawn up back in 1996. It was originally designed to get around a blockade of Cuba. It was significantly rewritten earlier.
Cuba is another country that's not under the federal banking system, man. Just like Venezuela is not under the federal banking system. Do your research on that. Chavez, that's what Chavez did. That's why they wanted to sack. That's why they wanted to topple Venezuela, and I got that too. That just happened this weekend, man. I haven't seen nothing on that on the news, really. Nobody's really talking about that. They just put assassination attempt on what's his name from Venezuela, Maduro. We in them times, man. Prophecies are speaking. I'm gonna shut this down. This video is already gonna be long. I'll go check this video out, man. Like I said, it's very informative. It's all for RT. Came out today. Just business. EU blocking U.S. sanctions against Iran to protect European companies. All right. We in war times, man. Everybody's jockeying for sides, like I always say, man. I've been to the video a long time. I said tariffs, sanctions lead to real war. When you start messing with people's money, that's when stuff pops off, man. Okay? And that's what times we're in. We in war times. All right? This is another one off of RT. All right? This is from yesterday, August 5th, 2018. It says how U.S. Turkey friendship got to the point of tit-for-tat sanctions. All right? Listen to this.
Turkey has vowed to retaliate against the U.S. after Washington imposed sanctions on two officials in Ankara over the detention of American pastor. Vowed to retaliate.
See, everyone's turning on America, man. Why this shit look so damn, the quality of this, man. My damn internet been acting up. Salakia, bear with me, but just, you can hear it anyway.
Turkey has vowed to retaliate against the U.S. after Washington imposed sanctions on two officials in Ankara over the detention of American pastor Andrew Brunson. Turkey has vowed to retaliate against the U.S. after Washington imposed sanctions on two officials in Ankara over the detention of American pastor Andrew Brunson. Earlier, Turkey rejected a U.S. request to let him return to his homeland. Brunson is currently under house arrest in Izmir, Turkey. The Turkish president, Mr. Erdogan, says the U.S. move is, quote, disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
We've shown patience, but the step America has taken does not.
Everyone is getting tired of Esau, man. They oh my God. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, Esau. Man, the allies, man, they turn, the prophecies are screaming, man. Like Apostles Tahar rightfully named this year, the year 2018, the year of prophecy. You saw Chicago, Jake being killed. The Most High is visiting them, man. The Most High is visiting everybody, man. You can see the wildfires, the earthquakes. You know what I'm saying? Hurricane season just popped off. I can't wait, man. It's probably going to be horrific. You know? The Lord is, man, this thing is about to turn up, man. We almost out of here, man. I'm telling you.
The fittest step.
Esau knows also, man.
Taken towards a strategic partner, and America has shown serious disrespect towards Turkey.
On Wednesday, the Trump administration slapped economic sanctions on two senior...
He's trying to sanction everybody, man. This dude is, oh, man. This dude is just crazy, man. They're trying to sanction everybody. Well, that's why you can see, just like the script, you can see everything coming together, man. You can see everybody going to turn on this place and rain ICBM missiles on this place, man. You can see it. But before that happens, all chaos is going to break out, man. It's going to be a famine. It's going to be martial law. Okay? It's going to be a famine of the word, first of all. They're going to lock down YouTube. We ain't going to be out on the highways and byways no more. All these things that the Lord said must come to pass, man. That's the times we're coming in, man. The doors of mercy are closing, man.
Turkish officials and said any property they have in the U.S. will be blocked. In response, Turkey has said it will introduce sanctions of its own targeting the assets of U.S. officials.
So basically, like I said, everybody just sanctioning everybody. Well, basically, everybody's not sanctioning everybody. It's like we just read in that other video. The allies aren't sanctioning Iran and I don't know about Turkey, but they're not backing America. They don't have its back. Okay? And that's why, and a matter of fact, you should do some research on Venezuela. Venezuela was doing some kind of deal to sell their oil to China. Or something like that. To get around they trying to get around that petrodollar, man. Go do some research on that. But I believe that's why they tried to whack this dude, man. Because of his oil, just like Gaddafi. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll let y'all watch this, man. I don't hear nobody talking about this. Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro evacuated from stage. And they sent a drone. Just like in Purge, that new Purge. They tried to shoot him down with a drone, man.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Just like Aaron Russo said. Aaron Russo said it out his own mouth. They were going to chip us. They were going to try to chip us. They were going to try to establish. He said the Rockefeller guy told him. They were going to trip us. They were going to try to do the, one world government, which we know from the scriptures. The scriptures already validate all these things, man. We in them times, man. The doors of mercy is closing, man.
I'm Cyril Vanier. We're following breaking news out of Venezuela. Venezuelan government officials say President Nicolas Maduro is safe after what they are calling an assassination attempt took place during Maduro's speech earlier Saturday. Let's get more now from Stefano Pozzebon, who joins me on the phone from Venezuela. Stefano, what do we know?
2 days ago, Salakia.
Yes, so what we know is very little. We have seen on state TV the images, the surprising and really frightening images of First Lady Celia Flores and Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro during a speech. They were speaking at a military event. It was the anniversary of the foundation of the National Guard, and they were, after the speech, like they broke through the speech to look at the sky, and we've seen frantic scenes of National Guardsmen running around.
They were looking at the sky because it was a drone. That's how you know it wasn't no low level. This is probably U.S. is behind that, or they like to use proxy armies like Al Qaeda. I mean, like Salakia, like ISIS and whatnot. That's what they like to do, man. That's why they were looking to the sky.
To look at the sky, and we've seen front speech to look at the sky. Foundation of the National Guard, and they were, after the speech, like they broke through the speech to look at the sky, and we've seen frantic scenes of National Guardsmen running around the Avenida Bolivar. It's a big avenue in the center of Caracas, and then the live signal was cut. Just a few minutes ago, the communication minister Jorge Rodriguez went on state television calling the incident an attack against President Maduro, who is safe, who we understand will soon speak to the nation, and they said that this attack was directed at President Maduro himself and at the Republic. So it seems it was an attack directed to the president of Venezuela, Cyril.
Yeah, so the Venezuelan president expected to address the...
And if you look at it, they tried to topple this man's company. I mean, they tried to topple this man, right? Let you hear what Aaron Russo. Matter of fact, let me jump into the scriptures, and then I'll close it out with Aaron Russo, what he said, all right? Because I want to get some scriptures. I got a lot of scriptures. And like I said, Salakia, it's a long video, but as you see, it's a bunch of stuff that I wanted to highlight. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, they tried to topple this man's country, man. You know, but it's not working. He got reelected, and they're saying it was rigged and whatnot. So it's like they can't get this man out of here. So what do? They trying to assassinate this guy, man. We know the U.S. got it. The Rothschilds got to be behind that assassination attempt, man. And the other countries got to know. Kim Jong. You think Kim Jong Un ain't looking at this? They don't trust these devils, man. They know who they dealing with, man. But anyway, let's jump back into the scriptures. All right. Because like I said, this video, I'm going to title this video, Watch and Pray. All right? Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass. Like I said, Jacob's trouble, man. This thing is about to turn up, man. And to stand before the Son of Man. You want to be counted worthy, man. It says, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. Okay? But anyway, let's get this. Isaiah chapter 62, verse 1. Okay, it says, for Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness therefore go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. Okay, and the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness. And before you get your panties in a bunch, the Gentiles there, actually it's talking about both. You could say both, if you have proper understanding. It's talking about the heathens also, but also not all of Israel is going to make it, man. And if you don't make it on this go around, you are a Gentile, man. You're in a Gentile state of mind. Okay? It says, and the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness. Because like I said, the whole world is going to see. The whole world is going to see the salvation, the strangeness of our salvation. Okay? And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all kings thy glory. And thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name, Yahweh. Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy power, in thy power. It says, thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Haphizib, and thy land Belua, for the Lord delighteth in thee. the Lord Yahweh delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married. For as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall the sons marry thee, and as the bridegrooms rejoice over the bride, so shall thy power rejoice over thee. It says this is the main point here, because the Lord is going to redeem us, man. The Lord is going to redeem us, man, and we getting close. We in them. He promised it all throughout the scriptures, man. But anyway, this is the main point. Verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls. And that's the men of GMS, starting from the apostles on down. All right? We out there on the highways and the byways, putting up videos, watching as well as praying, warning you, man. Warning you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, you West Indians, you the Latins, you Hispanics, you Spanish, so-called Spanish tribes, you Native Americans, whether you a Seminole Indian, all you are the children of Yasharallah, man. All you down in Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, you Puerto Ricans, not to mention the confusion of faces. All right, we trying to wake up, the elect. We're not worried about the whole nation because we have the sands of the sea. We're scattered everywhere. We look like what we're supposed to look like, but we also look like the other nations also, where we're scattered. We look like Moabites, Edomites, Ishmaelites, Hamites. But if you can receive this message, you're an Israelite. If you're, more than likely, if your father goes back to one of the tribes, man. But anyway, it says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. And that's what we do. We're trying to warn you guys, man. We're watching and we're showing you. It's the year of prophecy. The prophecies are screaming, man. We're trying to warn you, day nor night. Yet that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, okay? And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And that's what we doing, man. We trying to warn you guys, because he is going to do it. He said it, he's going to do it. And it's coming, it's getting real close, man. All right? He's going to judge Babylon, man, because this place is Babylon, man. Confusion. Spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. All right? It says Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners, that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Them other nations, man. Not to mention the missiles gonna be round about her too. But that's what you're seeing, man. You're gonna see. What does it say? Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. Talking about the missiles. They're gonna shoot the missiles over here, man. Cause Turkey, it said what did they say? UK, France, and Germany or something like that was not in agreement with the Iran sanctions. All of them, they're gonna turn on America. They're gonna turn on the U.S. and they're gonna turn on Israel, man. They're gonna bomb Israel too. It said a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, man. You're gonna burn that shit to smithereens also. All right. So Jeremiah 51:3, and against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted up in his brigadine, and spare ye not the young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. So ain't nobody gonna escape this judgment, man. That's why I said the doors of mercy are closing, man. It says, spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, like it kept saying. I keep telling you, he's going to redeem us, man. He's going to redeem us. He's going to redeem Yasharallah. For Yasharallah hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, or of his power, of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Through their land, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and that's what we're telling you. Flee. Not physically get up and leave this place because missiles is flying everywhere. America gonna shoot missiles over there too. It's gonna be missiles going back and forth, man. Okay? But it's talking about spiritually, you know? Get your mind right. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. And this place is just nothing but iniquity. Sin upon sin, man. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. And the Lord, that's all caps. All caps. That's Yahweh. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's vengeance, man. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken, and everyone is drunken, man. But they waking up out of that drunkenness, man. The other nations are rising up, man. They rising up. That skirt's being lifted. Okay? Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You ain't going to be able to save this place, man. This place is going to be utterly destroyed, man. Salakia. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up into even to the skies. This sin, man. The sins of this place, man. It's screaming to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, the angels, the Akim that's getting gunned down in Chi-Town. When they go in the spiritual realm, they in their right mind, man. They know Esau's a devil. They know what's up. They crying to the Lord, man. The Lord is about to destroy this place, man, and Esau knows. That's why they tried to whack that dude, man. But anyway, it says, verse 10, the Lord, Yahweh, hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Make bright the arrows. Gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. Who are the Medes, man? Who are the Medes? For his device is against Babylon to destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch, because we're supposed to watch and pray. We're in Babylon. This is Babylon, man. We're in hell. Set up the standard upon. This is confusion. Babylon means confusion. This is the city of confusion. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord Yahweh hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Alright? And with that, I want to get one more scripture, and then I'm going to close it out on Aaron Russo. I know this was long, Salakia, but I wanted to make sure I took my time, man. Lord willing, it was edifying, you know. This is Revelations 12 and 12. We already know this scripture, but I just wanted to say this. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And Esau knows, man. Esau watches. Esau seeing all this stuff. Esau knows, man. Esau knows. He knows, man. He knows he has a short time. He knows, man. He knows. He's watching just like we watching. As far as the elites, not talking about you low-level Edomites. The elites know. They know, man. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it with what Aaron Russo said, man. Another person they whacked. This is a 10-minute excerpt from Alex Jones. Aaron Russo is the producer of the movies Trading Places and America, something or the other. This is an old video, man.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by. Is the goal to the ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to.
Who is these people? The devil. The devil shall come down on you with great wrath. These people, the devil. You damn Rothschilds, you oligarchs, Rockefellers, you DuPonts, you Gettys, Amalek, the chief I guess you could say the chief tribe of the Edomites, of Esau, the chief family, the chief house, you Amaleks, you Amalekites.
Create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers.
The Rothschilds, the
bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them.
The RFID microchip
is to
which is the mark of the beast.
In those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is getting me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do.
That database that the chip is connected to is already here. It's called the Internet of Things. Look that up. The infrastructures here. He just exposed what the agenda is. The agenda is right on. We living in the agenda, man. We in them times, man.
Everything is in there, you know. And so they want a one world government controlled by them. Everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intentions.
Eric, can you be specific about when you met Rockefeller, how it happened in these discussions?
I met Rockefeller through a female attorney I knew who called me up one day and said, one of the Rockefellers would like to meet you. I had made a video called Mad as Hell, and he'd seen the video and wanted to meet me and knew I was running for governor of Nevada. So sure, I'd love to meet him. And I met him, and I liked him, and he was a very, very smart man. And we used to talk and share ideas and thoughts. And he's the one who told me 11 months before 9/11 ever happened that there was going to be an event. Never told me what the event was going to be, but there was going to be an event. And out of that event, we were going to invade Afghanistan to run pipelines from the Caspian Sea. We were going to invade Iraq, you know, to take over the oil fields, establish a base in the Middle East, and make it all part of the New World Order. And we go after Chavez in Venezuela.
Hugo Chavez in Venezuela. Which Hugo Chavez is no longer, it's Maduro that's running Venezuela. But they can't, like I said, they can't topple that motherfucker, man. Why? Because he really is Russia. Russia and China. You see, and it's the Lord. It's prophecies, man. It's prophecies.
Go over the oil fields, establish a base in the Middle East, and make it all part of the New World Order. And we go after Chavez in Venezuela. And sure enough, later 9/11 happened. And I remember he was telling me how you're going to see soldiers looking in caves for people in Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these places. And there's going to be this war on terror, of which there's no real enemy. And the
devil shall come down on you with great wrath. We're going to be labeled terrorists. This truth is going to disappear. But anyway, this is an old video. I'm pretty sure you guys already saw it. Real old video. Leave it like with this. Close it out with this. Like I said, Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time, man. All right. Take Mark 13:33. Take ye heed, watch and pray, For ye know not when the time is. We know not when the time is, but we know we're getting close, man. All right? And with that, I hope it was edifying. I know it was long. Shalom to the Akim that actually stuck through the whole video. And with that, like I said, keep on pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.